Okay guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are in Reading, we are in 365 gym. Currently you can see behind me that there's a section of the gym already. When I first came into this gym, I did assume that it was smaller than expected, but it's not. There's 3 sections of this gym. There's a section just behind me. Then you have a designated free weights area and a designated leg area. So we're gonna have a look at each section, look at the kit. The plan is I'm going to try a few of their pieces of kit, and then we're going to review the gym, rate it from there in terms of the usual stuff, the look, the design, the layout, the size, stuff like that. So let's get into the video and I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, to start off this video, I'm standing in the middle of the back section, is what I've been told. So we've got a few different back machines that's laid out in like a little hexagon kind of shape. Like I said, I'm going to have a go on each of, like, not all of the kit, but some that catches my eye. At the moment, I've already seen 2 that catch my eye, that have caught my eye. It's the chest supported T-bar row, and there's a plated lat pull down that's just behind me. So we're going to have a little, again, I'm going to show you guys a little cinematic view of this part of the gym. We'll have a go on 2 bits of kit and then we'll move on. Okay, so right here you can see the chest supported T-bar row. There's 2 different platforms. There's a lower platform and a higher platform, obviously for height difference for different people. There's plates just beside me to the right. I'm going to do 1 or 2 sets and then move on. So I'm going to let you guys know how this feels. Okay, so I've just done, as you saw, I've just done a set with the neutral grip and then the wider grip. Doesn't feel too bad. I'm not going to go heavy. I've already trained this morning, so I'm not going to overdo it. We're going to stick on a 15. We're going to do 2 sets of 8. We're going to do 1 set of 8 with the narrow neutral grip, and then we're going to do 1 set of 8 with the wider grip again, and I'll let you know how it goes with this machine. Okay, you guys can watch me put the weight away, but I can confirm that both grips do hit nicely on the back. You can get a good range of motion, range of movement with this machine, and it's pretty smooth. So I do rate this machine so far. Let me just get back on frame so you can see me. I do rate this machine so far. We're now going to try and get on to the plate loaded lat pull down, and then we'll do the same thing and we'll go from there and see how it goes. See you guys in that one. We have acquired the plate loaded lat pull down. It looks terrifying if you ask me. This kind of feels crazy, but what we're going to do, again, we're going to stick on some plates. We're not going to go heavy. We're going to do 2 sets of 8. We're going to try the narrow grip, and like maybe a reverse or like overhand grip for this set, and then I'll let you guys know how it goes. So let's set up. Okay. We've just completed the plate loaded lat pull down. I can also now confirm that's a good machine. Not many gyms that I've been to have this variation. I think it should be a variation in most gyms. The thing that I've seen with the gyms I've been to is like the lack of grip variations. Obviously, you can't get every single lat pull down in your gym, in a gym. So it's understandable, but like I say, if you guys can get yourself down here and train at 365 gym in Reading, I've been told that it's like 10 minutes from the town centre. So, you know, if you wanted to swing by, the car park is quite big, so no problem for parking. 10 minutes away from centre. So give it a go. Like I say, it's quite nice, it's spacious, but we're going to move on now and then go into we're going to have a look at the other section, a part of this little area, and then we'll go from there. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Welcome to the section of the gym that I am just going to call the High Rocks or the CrossFit section. And they got like a little turf, again, quite spacious. I'm pretty sure you can see behind me here. They've got some easy fixed bars or fixed easy bars. They've also got some sandbags. Move out of the way. They've got some sandbags, they've got some medicine balls, and then they've got a ski erg. I'll go and stand on it now so you can see. Just here. They've got ski erg. They've also got, let's have a look, just behind the camera now, they've also got a sledge or a sled that you can push. And then at the back they've got a frame that have like a battle rope. They have like various pull-up bars, and with different heights. They got a dip bar. They got a massive tire in the back. So let's just have a little look here. So a tire just there. They got some plier boxes as well. So it's pretty sick. Pretty sick indeed. So there's not much to show here. There is some dumbbells just here. They go up to like 20 kilos. So I'm not really going to do anything on this part because it's not really my scene. I would love to give it a go one day, but not right now. We're going to get this out of the way now. Cardio. They've got a cardio section here with treadmills and some cross trainers and a few bikes. So that's the cardio section basically done. You guys know what a treadmill looks like and used it before. So we're going to now walk over to another little section, which is basically like a resistance machine or pin-loaded machine. So I'd say this is the pin-loaded part of the gym. So I'm going to sit you guys up and then we're going to have a little look at it. Welcome to what I like to call the pin-loaded section of the gym. These machines do look quite interesting. I'll show you in a minute, but we've got a pin-loaded chest fly or pec deck machine, 2 cables. We've also got behind the camera I'm assuming to your right, shoulder press. We've got a lat raise machine, yeah, it's pretty sick. We've got a chest press, standard kit for a pin-loaded section. So again, I'm going to have a go on. I'm going to do maybe like some pull-ups and, I don't know, shoulder press, and then we'll go from there. First exercise we're doing in this pin-loaded section of the gym is going to be some pull-ups. Stood in front of a dual cable cross or dual cable, whatever you want to call it. I'll call it a cable machine. So we're going to do some pull-ups in this little section here. There's different grips. I've been in the gym before. This was like episode 1 where they had different grips like this. So I'm pretty sure I'm just going to do standard wide grip just here. I'm going to do one set because everyone knows how to do a pull-up, or at least knows what a pull-up is. And then we're going to go on to like the probably the lat raise machine. That is probably one of my favorite machines for shoulders, is the lat machine. So we're going to do some pull-ups. We're going to do like one set of 8, and then we're going to go over to the lat raise machine, and then we're going to record that. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Standard 8 pull-ups. We're going to move on to the seated lat raise machine. I do apologise if I'm a little bit out of breath. Let's take a seat. Can you see me? There we go. I do apologise if I'm a little bit out of breath. Pull-ups just always seem to get me, and I need to work on my cardio. So we're currently sat on the seated lat raise machine. Like I say, we're going to give it a go. We're going to do one set because there's not much to this machine. There is some handles just here on the inside, but I'm not going to use those. And then we'll move on. Completion of the seated pin-loaded lateral raise machine. It felt good. I don't have much to say with this machine. The range of motion was good. The weight felt good. The machine was smooth. Really, really like this one. Now what we're going to do, there's a room behind me for the designated leg machines. So we're going to go into there. We're going to have a look, choose 2 machines, see how they feel, and then we'll move on. So I'll see you in there. Welcome to the designated leg section of the gym. There are some various pieces of kit here that I have briefly seen but haven't been close to. It's very interesting, this area. Currently I'm sat on a box right now, but good machines that I can see so far. We're going to choose 2 of them, preferably one for quads, one for hammies. And see how it feels. So we'll get to deciding and then we'll go from there. First machine is acquired. We've got a leg press, so we're going to give this a go. I'll tell you guys how it goes after. We'll move on. You know the drill. Let's go. Okay, firstly, I just want to say this machine is disgusting. The pump that you would acquire from this is absolutely nuts. Obviously, I don't like going to new gyms for the fact is, oh, hello. I don't know how the kit works in terms of setup adjustment. So I literally just kept it how it was and pressed the weight. Should have took it off, but where's the fun in that? No, I'm not saying go into gyms and mess about and injure yourself. I'm not saying that. I now choose machines, just a bit of common sense. I was safe, I'm fine. But yeah, it was good. That is definitely a machine that if I were to come back and use, I would definitely use it. I probably will at some point come back and have a leg day here. Maybe, not sure, who knows. Find out in the future videos, but we have just tested out a quad machine. Now we're going to try and get on a hamstring machine, or actually we're going to try the old glute builder over there in the corner. So let's go to that one. The outro name for this machine is actually written on the machine. It's called Booty Builder. I'm going to call it the Glute Builder. So we're going to have a go on this machine, load some weight, and then I'll tell you. Oh, by the way, the leg, I'm not sure even if I said this, the leg press, it was smooth, good pump. Definitely a recommendation for anyone that wants to use a leg press like that, 100%. But for now, we're going to use the Glute Builder. I'm not even sure how you're meant to stand on this, if I'll be real. Just done a set of 6. We're going to try and acquire some weight, source the plates, and then I'll review it after. I'll let you guys know. So I've just acquired 2 10-kilo plates because I don't know how heavy to go. And I just didn't want to spend ages trying to find a good weight. Like I say, these gym sessions, reviews aren't me training properly. These are just me to test out the kit, give you guys a review, let you know how it goes. So let's crack on with the first set. Again, with this machine, the Glute Builder, very smooth. Most machines I've been on so far, as you've seen, have been very smooth, no problems. Now that the leg section is complete, we've got one final section of this gym, which is the free weights area. They do have a posing room. I'm going to show you that along the way because I have had a tour before we started recording, so I know kind of where things are. There's a posing room along, walking towards the free weights area on the right. So we're going to go towards there now. I'll show you the posing room, and then we'll go straight into the free weights area. So let's go. Okay, sorry, just as we're going towards the free weights area room, there's a spin room in here. You ain't gonna see that because there's no lights, but you guys pretty much know what spin room is, where they do a class 4, basically cycling. So let's continue to the free weights area and have a look on 2 machines. Welcome to the free weights area room. It's not that big, but I can tell you now, there's enough room for people to do their dumbbells, exercises. There's a Smith at the back. So there's like a plate loaded fly machine, which actually looks kind of class. So welcome. I'll show you the room, and then we're probably going to start off with something just easy, simple, like probably like a fixed incline bench, and then go from here. What I will say is before we start this little review on this little room is the music has been class. So props to 365 Gym. It's class, like I say, but let's get into it. For those of you who didn't know, this is a bin. Like I said, first exercise, we're just going to throw about the bar on the fixed incline bench. You guys, most of you have probably done an incline bench before, so there's not much to it, but I'll let you know how the bar feels, the weights feel, the exercise, we'll go there from there, we'll see how it goes, but let's crack on. I'm being very ambitious right now. I currently have two 15-kilo plates beside me ready to go on the bar. Normally I can press this at my regular gyms that I go to, like my home gyms, but I don't care what anyone says, every gym's weights are so different. So I'm not even sure if I'll be able to do this. We'll see how it goes and go from there. Let's crack on. Okay guys, so as you saw in the last clip, it was totally my fault. What happened was I was sat here explaining to you guys what was going to happen on this exercise. I was explaining that I had two 15-kilo plates aside, and one of the staff members, not going to name names, came in. My fault, I had my tripod set up right in front of the door that he was going to use. My tripod broke. It happens. Guys, make sure if you're in the gym and you're recording, don't leave your kit out in the open where it could potentially break. Lesson learned, it's fine. So we're going to continue this. We're going to stick on the 215 plates and then we're going to crack on. Okay, I can confirm that felt good. Only done 6 to 8 reps because I'm training tomorrow. Don't want to over fatigue, hurt myself, all of that stuff. So honestly, I thought it was going to be a lot harder just because different gyms, like I say, have different weights and they change and this, that and the other. So that was good. Now, it's getting a little bit busier. So we're going to use one of the machines around the corner towards the exit of this room and then we'll go from there. Not the machine I wanted to use, but that's okay. We're going to use this machine, incline, plate loaded chest press, pretty standard machine. Again, I'm going to stick on very light weights. Also, just before I forget, I'm going to unrack my weights on the incline fixed press. Guys, don't leave your weights on the machine. Once you're done, please put it back. If you can load it on, you can take it off. So I'm going to do that now, and then we'll continue with this machine. I'm going to use the same plates as I did on the fixed incline press, bench press for this machine. Always, like I've said in videos before, in anything that I've filmed and put out onto Instagram and stuff. Always warm up, never go into an exercise fresh, because that can lead to potential injuries. We don't want to do that. We want to lift for long term. So I always say, good form, good technique, moderate weight. There's no point ego lifting if you're not going to be able to shift the weight. So we're going to warm up with just this, nothing on the machine, and then we'll go from there. Weights have been loaded on. Again, reminder, 15 kilo plates on this machine. I wasn't expecting, as you probably saw with my facial expressions, wasn't expecting it to be that of an incline. So now I know what we're up for. I'm prepared. And a good tip that I always say to people when they're starting out in the gym is, if you don't know how to work the machine, A, find staff. B, always, I even do it now, I always make sure that when I use any machine that I know how to use or don't know how to use, I always make sure I press the machine with no weight, or if it's a pin loaded, I'll do as little weight as possible so I know how the movement of the machine is, what to expect. So it's like a mental prep. So give that a go. Try that in any gym you train at, whether it's your home gym or somewhere new if you're on holiday, because then it will definitely prepare you for what's to come. So like me just now. So like I say, we've just done nothing on the machine, and now we're going to do about 8 reps on 15 kilos a side. So I'd probably weigh out to be about 30 kilos in total. So let's go from there. I like to think that set was very, very smooth. The machine felt great. I did go quite slow just to feel the area working, which is again the incline, the upper chest. We're done on this machine, we're done in this area. We're going to see what else is left, and then we'll review it at the end in the dining area. Okay guys, I think we've established the whole gym. We've looked at the back section, the track section, the cardio section, and the pin loaded section. That's the main section. Then we went over to the designated leg area. Then we went over to the designated free weights area. So all that's left to do now is rate the gym. So I'm just going to pull up my spreadsheet and we're going to conduct the ratings. So the aesthetic design, the look's pretty sick. Again, it's not bright colors. It's quite simple, black and yellow. So for the look design, I'm going to give it a 6. Gotta be fair. The equipment, I'm going to give it a 5. No, I'm going to say 6 because there are some good pieces of kit here. It's nothing. Again, there's different variations of standard kit that I haven't seen or used that I've used now, so it's pretty class. I'll say a 6. The layout, I'm going to say a 7. Because there's different sections. They're like little rooms that are cut off. Like some of them are like away, tucked away, you won't know. And the size, I'm probably going to say a 6. Because again, like I said from the start, I'm looking for that overall like massive like American style gym, which I know I'm not going to find in the UK. Possibly there is one that I've been to, but we're still on the lookout. So the average score for this gym is a 6.25. That's just what we've scored everything in this gym. It's a 6.25. I'm happy with that. This has been 365 Gym. Guys, if you've enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe. Follow my Instagram. It means a lot. It will help me out quite a bit. But all I can say now is where to next.